Here we go. Here we go.
All right, y'all. Okay, kiddies. This is what you call a banged up Friday, y'all.
Yeah.
For the High Noon Bruck. I'm telling you right now, we are battered and bruised. In fact, cue up Shattered by the Rolling Stones, Tony, because my brains are splattered all over Manhattan, as Mick says in that track. That's how I feel right now. Shattered. You know what I mean?
I don't have the full soundbite, but this is more applicable than ever, dude.
Good day, everyone.
I'm a little slow today. I just switched to Senka, so have a heart.
Yeah, no, and these are the days where I'm envious of Rags being on the wagon for like 2 years, because Tony and I took a beating last night. Self-administered. Look at you with the Rita Oak mug, dude. Nice touch.
Oh, yeah, dude. Rita's Oak's coming on the show. We had this at Radio Row yesterday, too. This is Miyagi doing some work on Brock.
We got to review Radio Row. There was a lot of funny stuff going on. And for those of you who caught the show yesterday, I really can't thank you enough for your patience and bearing with us while it was a hectic scene getting set up, but appreciate you guys being patient. Appreciate the company yesterday. And we had a great time. And we're going to shout out a few people, thank a few people. In a minute, we're going to talk about the NFL honors last night. Roger Craig on stage, man, the emotion he showed broke my ass down. I mean, I got emotional when I saw Roger, because I watched it, Tony, last night. I got home. I'm watching NFL honors at 1 a.m. I'm not exaggerating. Yeah. And because there was a lot going on and I was up late. Tony and I had a great night out after our broadcast yesterday. We went out with Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post, had a really nice dinner, and might have had a couple of drinks too. It's possible. It was that ginger ale and bourbon at the end. That's the one. That's the one that made me feel how I'm feeling right now. But I got to tell you, it was such a nice drink. It was such a nice drink.
Nice mix, man. You got the bubbles, and you got the bourbon, and you got your ginger, and it's a nice little marriage in a glass.
I appreciate it. I see all our friends online today, so thanks for joining us. Oh, we do have 2 special guests today too. Let's set the table, and then I want to shout out Longbridge, because they really helped us yesterday. First off, I want to say that we will do our final installment of the Hot and Sour Picks today for the last time, before the Super Bowl, and then we'll take a hiatus and kick it back into gear when football starts in August. Damn, August, that's a long way off. Yeah. We also will be joined by our Portuguese friend, Rita Oak, the lovely woman who made the artwork there. Tony just showed on the mug, and there we are. That's Rita Oak's tribute to the PMP show. I like you up on the freaking wave there. And I like my Niner theme shoes. It's great. Tony's got Warrior theme. I'm rocking Niner theme. I got my helmet there. It's great. Anyway, Rita Oak is going to join us. She's in town. And then this is going to be a lot of fun today. The queen of the scene, Miss PMP herself. She is Patty from Napa, the gangster that she is. And she's a real friend of ours behind the scenes too. She's been helping us out in a lot of business regards with the show, and believe me, we need that kind of guidance, Patty. So we appreciate you. And Patty is our guest music sponsor today. And Tony, it's going to be, I got to eat it today, man, because we're doing all Bon Jovi. It's going to be great, and I'm really looking forward to this. So
it's going to be super fun, dude. And the choices that I made weren't the choices I started with. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, so you're doing like revisions of Bon Jovi stuff.
I did. I revised my picks, and very excited for it. And John Bon in the house, Sambora in the house today for the musical ass. So
John Bon, Bon Jovi's in the house, Sambora's in the house. Let me tell you what, Tony, don't forget Tico Torres is in the house. Okay. Tico Blanken Torres. That's my drummer, Tico. All right. Also, you know what I want to do though, Tony, before we get rolling? Let's thank Longbridge Pizza right out of the gate.
I apologize. I apologize. Okay. Before we thank Longbridge, we didn't do numerology yesterday. We're doing numerology right now.
Oh, okay. Bring it on. Where are we?
Episode 258, 258. I think you know the 58. Okay.
Well, I might take a different approach here, but I hear what you're okay. Let me give me a second here. Okay, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Do you want to go right now?
What was the line by Keena Turner? The finesse ass 49ers?
Who would have thunk? On the coldest day in Chicago, the finesse ass 49ers came in and kicked some ass. And I love that 28-3 Bears NFC Championship. Do you go first, Tony? Go ahead.
Well, I'm going Keena Turner as my 58, right? Keena freaking Turner as 58, and the twos, they're starting to escape me. Number 2, so I might just go another 25 If we can go 25, I'm going to go Rafael Palmeiro. How about that? I don't know.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't
Yeah.
see it coming. And I got to tell you, I'm shocked because I'll tell you why when you hear my numbers. I'll go 25 Barry Bonds. You ever heard of him? Barry Bonds. He used to play here. And then there was a Hall of Fame quarterback who wore number 8. Shout out Steve Young, the lefty that Tony's head over heels in love with. I'm shocked he didn't take number 8 for Steve Young, but I got you. Yeah.
Dude, I love Keena Turner too. I have a Keena Turner jersey. Remember, it was the one that was given to me by my brother-in-law in the drug bust.
Oh, right. Yes, dude. Yes. Well, we love, and by the way, Keena Turner, 4 rings, Holmes. 4, you know?
Dude, and still with the organization going strong, dude. So, you know what, dude? Hold on a second, man. Jesus criminy sakes. I can't believe this. I cannot believe that this is happening. Come on.
I hear you.
God damn it. That is not cool. See, anyways. Whatever.
I'm sorry. I know. I feel your pain, dude. I've been in your shoes. I know when the soundboard's not cooperating, it can be very frustrating. I get it. Yeah.
But I deserve a major slap for 25. The Steve Kerr, dude. Steve Kerr was number 25.
Okay.
So I apologize, man. I take back my Rafael Palmeiro 25.
Yeah, good. That's good. Let's get him out of the mix altogether. I think that's a good move. All right, Tony, may I, sir, do a Long Bridge pizza spot because I want to thank them for yesterday. Okay, absolutely. Let's just start the show this way because we got 3 ads we're going to do today. Dan with Secure Money, of course, Coach Emilio, and then we'll do Los D. He's one of our favorite gangsters and supporters of the show. I was talking to Los D today before the show about Roger Craig. Dan, too. All 3 of us were kicking it around. But first, let me just say this. Hey, Neil, and everybody at Long Bridge Pizza, how we doing today? Super Bowl Friday. I know you guys are down there eating lunch. Greetings from the PMP corner of the universe. I am Paulie Mack. That's Creative Tony. For all of the restaurant diners right now, because I know they keep the show on live on the screen. So what's up, Long Bridge? Great to see you guys.
Dude, you said greetings, Paulie. It makes me think of Bob Marley. Greetings in the name of Jah.
I thought you were going to say greetings from Asbury Park.
No, I was going to say, Babylon by Bus. You know the Babylon by Bus album.
I own it on vinyl, Tony. Go ahead.
Yes, that's how he starts out when he walks on stage. Greetings in the name of Jah. Ever living, ever fearful, ever sure, Selassie I the first. So anyways, go.
Anyway, well, I'll tell you what, I'll match that. I'll match that, Bob Marley, with Bruce Springsteen on the beach at Asbury Park in 2024. He played to like 60,000 people on the beach. And before he started the gig, he walked up to the mic and he said, greetings from Asbury Park, which is his first record. And never sleep on this. Never forget this. Bob Marley and Bruce Springsteen shared a bill together in like 1973 at Max's Kansas City, which held about 75 people. Marley and Springsteen probably cost $2 to get in. Just throwing that out there.
Herb is a plant.
Yeah.
Herbs are good for everything.
Dude, herbs are good for everything, Paulie. That's amazing. And by the way, that Asbury Park show on from 2024 is now being released on 5 LPs. It's being released on vinyl. So
I'll have that on my shelf in a couple of months as soon because I think it's a record store day release. It's like a special release he's doing. And I'm going to snatch that bad boy up. But let's talk about Long Bridge because I want to thank Neil Denardi very much for his just helping us out yesterday. He sent us to Radio Row with 3 phenomenal pizzas from Long Bridge. One was a straight pepperoni pizza. One was a straight cheese. And then one was the Polymac particle pie, which I was very pleased that that's the pizza that most of our guests went to. They took the poly pie and kind of made me feel good. So it was good for my very delicate ego. And I got to say, Neil, thank you so much though, bro, because these guys, I can't. And by the way, also thanks to Dom Peralta, like a million %. This guy, I don't even know how to. I have to do like a whole Dom tribute show because he did so much for us yesterday, including they come walking up to Radio Row pushing like a hand truck. Okay, Tony and Dom. I was already there with my credential waiting for these guys. I look out and here they come with a hand truck, dude. All of our gear. 3 Long Bridge pizza boxes stacked up. Try running that through security. We did yesterday. It was a crazy scene. Whereas a little more in the center, T. I only got you. Lower. I can't.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it here. I'll just get out of the oven.
It's hard. Yeah, it was hard to see with the oven.
That's okay, buddy.
Show the hand truck. Yeah, there they are. That's with the hand truck, all our gear, and Yeah, that was tremendous. So thank you, Dom. Thank you, Dom, so much, really. And thank you, Neil Denardi, because that was a big boon for us, man. A lot of the guests were very happy to grab some food. And I'll tell you guys something you probably don't know or probably don't even care about, but Radio Row, there's no drinks, there's no food, and you can be there for hours. It gets crazy. So anything you eat or drink, you got to bring in yourself. And the fact that Neil sent us over with pizzas, I thought was really awesome. So thank you so much. Longbridge. I know that the very famous Dave Portnoy did a special Longbridge shout out. We're going to get to that in the show. We'll show that piece to you. But right now, I just feel like Longbridge is in its element. It's Super Bowl week in San Francisco. And I can tell you, for people like Rags out of town, Arkansas Dave, Rita Oak, the weather has been unbelievable this week. It's like it couldn't have been a nicer week in the Bay Area. So I feel really proud to be a San Francisco guy in this time. And it's just, I thought the Bay Area did spectacularly well. Anyway, Tony, I'm going to let you speak to Longbridge too, but I just want to thank Neil very much for for what you did for us yesterday and what you do for us all the time. I mean, our first sponsor, we love you. And thanks again for the support yesterday, Neil. That was awesome. Made a difference.
Paulie,
really did.
The soundbite, the show goes on. Because, dude, the show goes on for Neil, dude. He was slinging pies last night at Pier 80. He'll be back slinging pies tonight at Pier 80 for Calvin Harris and Diplo. Tomorrow night, he's slinging pies at Pier 80 with T-Pain in the house. So Neil's a busy dude. We're talking like 500 pizzas this guy's slinging each night. So, I mean, the whole staff here at Longbridge Pizza has just been cranking this week. And so,
did you see Neil this morning, Tony?
I saw Neil this morning, and I'm slinging pies with Neil this evening. So I got the Rock and Chop going. I'll be at the Rock and Chop. It's gonna be super fun. So that'll be really fun. But also next week, dude, February 11th is the 12th anniversary of Longbridge Pizza.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Next week,
Bravo.
next Thursday, February 11th. And special announcement for those beer heads out there like me, Pliny the Younger, the keg of Pliny the Younger will be tapped February 11th next week. So Neil's going to have the Pliny the Younger, which is hard to find. It's hard to find in the Bay Area. Well, it'll be right here. So come on, y'all. Let's sip on some nice Pliny the Younger. Be careful though. It's like 10%. So you got to be careful though. So that's all going down next week at Longbridge, and we're super pumped. And yes, thank you, Neil, for yesterday, and thank you for all that you do. The entire staff here at Longbridge just kick ass. Andrew up in Tahoe kicking ass. They're all just great people, and people were digging the pizza. Dude, Christoph from Germany was so excited to get some of that pizza. So
that kid was beautiful. I need more of that kid. I need more Christoph, and I think we're going to get more. Yep. I'm not ready to let him walk out of my life. Where we got his contact info. So expect more Christoph as we go down the road together. And I also want to shout out a new face, TB Speed 11. Welcome aboard, Holmes. He was saying that Mark Cannizzaro went on the Murph and Marcus show today. And I guess they recapped our dinner. I didn't hear the piece. I don't know what happened, but I guess some of our listeners did.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either. That's funny.
Excuse me. But yeah, no, we had a great time with Mark Cannizzaro. He has really kind of emerged as, look at this, Christoph stole the show. Sourdough Sal checking in. I kind of agree, man. Totally. Kind of agree. Robot Centaur, the German JJ. No, he was great, man. What a good sport, too. Lily, I feel you, girl. I feel you. I know. But anyway, I guess they were talking about the wine we drank. I bought a really nice bottle of wine from the Private Polymac collection, of course. But that wasn't enough for us. We had to have some mixed drinks on top of that, which we did. And at one point, they brought out this ridiculous piece of lasagna that the three of us were sharing. Tony was eating it, and he goes, this is really rich. And I got to tell you what, Tony, it was rich. I took a bite. It was almost like my head exploded. It was so rich. But thank you, Longbridge Pizza. We love you so much. And great success this weekend. Felt like Barat right there. Yes, great success. But Neil, you were phenomenal. Thank you again for all you do. Okay, Tony, before Rita Oak joins us, what?
Oh, go ahead. What do you got?
Well, I was going to say, may I quickly review the NFL honors from last night? I think a lot of our audience would be interested in kind of just getting a feel for that, because when I got home late last night, I turned on NFL Network, and there it was, Roger Craig getting called to the stage as a newly inducted member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Drew Brees went in last night too, but Roger Craig walking out on stage, the emotion he showed, and like his face, it's just like, and Rags, you know that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. The emotion. Football is a very emotional sport. It requires all 11 guys functioning as one unit, and Roger was he benefited from that great offensive line and Bob McKittrick's teachings and playing for Bill Walsh. It's about time Roger went into the Hall of Fame. Roger, from all of us here, congratulations, my friend. You're well worthy of it, and I'm so glad that moment finally came. Steve Young hit the stage with he came out with the star of One Battle After Another, the movie One Battle After Another, the main female character, Tiana Taylor, who looked great last night, and Steve looked great. He had a very schmancy, fancy jacket on. Those two came out on stage and presented Matt Stafford with the MVP. And you know what? All kind of bias aside, I think Stafford was worthy of that. He had a phenomenal season. I mean, he really, really did. And he brought
his age too, and at the point of his career too. So it's like it's a whole thing, right?
Right.
He had that kind of year at this stage of his career. So it. Here's the thing, Paul. If it was the Rams against the Patriots, would you be rooting for the Rams?
Oh, geez. I can't even compute that right now. I don't think so. No.
I don't know.
No. The only good thing about the Rams winning is more McVay stuff. More McVay. Yeah, we really played well today. Just getting more McVay. When I hear his voice, I just start laughing. Just brings me joy. Yeah. Tony, can we share a couple of pieces for the audience from Roger on stage last night? I know I put that.
Yeah. And I also wanted to share Dave Portnoy went by Deli Board yesterday, and they started talking about Longbridge Pizza. We got to talk about that. We got to share that. I know you mentioned it earlier, Paul.
Yeah, take us through. Let's do that now before Rita joins us, because Rita Oak will be with us in about 15 minutes. So let's do that, T. Show me the Portnoy thing. I haven't even seen that yet. And
here it is.
Okay.
So this is the end. So Dave goes and he's with the guys at Deli Board right there. And at the end, I'm going to go towards the end. He reviews all the sandwiches. He says the sandwiches are all slamming. He tries 3 different sandwiches. And then let me make sure the volume.
Where is Deli Board, Tony? Where is that?
It's actually not too far from here. I forget exactly where it is, but I don't know exactly where it is. But it's phenomenal. And dude, he was at our and I'm blanking on his name right now too. But he was at 1058 Folsom Street. 1058 Folsom is where they are.
Okay.
And he's a great dude. I'm blanking on his name. It's so bad. I apologize, but he's a great dude. He made the Cincinnati chili for the opening day.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So anyways, he made 3 sandwiches for Dave, and Dave raved about all 3 of them. And so here's the end. Here's like a minute. Here we go.
All of them. Gun to head. Maybe I'm going with the Big Mac. But this one's great too.
Everyone's got a favorite. That's my menu. My menu has all favorites. People come in and eat right down the line. Even the vegetarians. I appreciate you coming. What's your favorite pizza in here so far?
Mama's Boy in Oakland, great.
I haven't.
Tony's, which everyone loves, great. Yep. Those are 2 that we like the most.
Yep.
All right.
You got any Rex?
Well, Longbridge Pizza, that's my go-to.
Okay.
Over on 3rd Street.
It's on the list.
Is it?
Yeah.
Longbridge.
Yeah.
It's incredible. They're great people. He makes a nice chicken parm too.
How far
Kid
away are
makes
we
food.
from there?
Not very far at all.
From here, I don't know.
It's on the other side over
That's
there.
the problem. That's being out after you get saved from do it all. This is great.
There you go. So
Dude, he shouted out the chicken parm too.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, man. That's a great plug for Longbridge right there. And I'm glad that Portnoy enjoyed his sandwiches. They do look good. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to be totally honest. I would say this even if Longbridge wasn't a sponsor. In my very, very humble opinion, Longbridge blows Tony's out of the water. I'm saying it. And I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I know we're all like one community and stuff, and Neil probably knows those guys. But Neil, your thing is way superior. I'm sorry. I feel like Tony's there's a lot of hype around Tony's, but I don't know. I'd prefer Longbridge. I'm just throwing that on the table, to be honest.
I would say Tony's is good. Longbridge is great.
Good. Yeah, that's accurate.
It's just and for me it's the sourdough crust that is the capper. It's the sourdough crust that takes it over the top over any other pizza I've ever had. And by the way, Adam, I got to give love to Adam from the Deli Board. I apologize, Adam, if you ever checked out this show.
Shout out Bruce Springsteen. Adam raised a cane. Tony, go ahead.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, what a riff, man.
Adam raised a cane. Adam raised a cane. By the way, I'm just going back in time. 2012, Oakland Arena. I think it was November 13th, 2013. Oakland Arena He opened the freaking show with that. I was jumping up and down like a maniac. You were at that show with me. We saw some good brew shows in Oakland, man. But anyway, he opened with Adam Raised a Cane at that gig. Okay, can we do some Roger real quick? Too?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Here's the moment that Roger was told that he was going to go into the Hall of Fame.
I love this. It's Ronnie Lott and Charles Haley, by the way. Look at these two. Look at this. Oh, God, this gets me going. Go ahead.
Dude, by the way, look at the little swing set and the whole scene at Roger's house. It's awesome.
Hey, the next generation of Craigs, they need to slide down the slide and swing like any kid. I love it. I appreciate it, Roger.
So great. Here we go.
Ronnie Lott, Welcome to the 2026 Hall of Fame, bro.
These guys help me out all the time, So, being in the Hall of Fame with them, I'm so amazed.
Is that amazing? It's just,
I mean, dude, I'm getting emotional right now, you guys. I am. I mean, oh God, I love these guys. I love these guys. I really do. And you can see the brotherhood right there. You can see the emotion in Roger's eyes. It's
one more time, man, because Ronnie's delivery is freaking great, by the way. So
Ronnie's fired up. Ronnie's fired up. He's like, I love this.
I don't know if there was ever a greater teammate than Ronnie Lott, man. God bless it. Here we go. Shout out to go back. Shout out to Haley.
Bang. Bang it right. No, Charles Haley, he'll just kick the door down, bro. He'll kick it right off the hinges if this goes on any longer. Right, he's got the hair trigger, man. I love Charles Haley.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Ronnie Lott, Welcome to the 2026 Hall of Fame, bro.
These guys help me out all the time, So, being in the Hall of Fame with them, I'm so amazed.
It's the best.
No, Patty, I'm repeating your mantra too. I will not cry. I will not cry. Also, Mark Wiseman, they don't make them like those guys anymore. 100%. There's Miriam. Ronnie is my favorite 49er of all time. A lot of love out there. I feel you guys. We all feel the same way. Tony and I are right there with you. Now, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, you take us through, Tony. You're in charge. Go ahead, buddy.
No, it's fine. This is last night. So here we go. Let's just go take it back to last night. Stand by. Right, here we go.
Oh, yes. He's the first player to ever rack up 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season. A three-time Super Bowl champ. We've been waiting to hear
What happened?
his name called to Canton for a long time, and it happens in San Francisco. 49ers legend, Hall of Famer Roger Craig.
That's it, please. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's just the best.
I know. Go.
One more time. Just one more time.
Yeah, I
He's
love
the
him.
first player to ever rack up 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season.
Man.
A three-time Super Bowl champ. We've been waiting to hear his name called to Canton for a long time, and it happens in San Francisco. 49ers legend, Hall of Famer Roger Craig.
Oh, it's the best.
God bless you, Roger. God bless you, and congratulations. You know what I feel like, Tony? Remember the movie, not the TV show, which was also great, but the movie Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
There's a scene in that movie where there's like, a bunch of the high school football players are sitting at like this burger place and they're having some food, and then like this older guy comes over to their table who had played for the same high school and won a state championship. And he's wearing his state championship ring. And he goes up to the table and he holds the ring out and he goes, "You guys, get yourselves one of these. Get yourselves one of these." And he's holding the ring out. That's what I feel like Roger should do. He should walk into the crowd, go up to CMC and be like, "Yo, CMC, get yourself one of these." And go up to Kyle Shanahan, get yourself one of these. Because as great as those guys are, when I see Roger, when I see Ronnie, when I see Charles Haley, the royalty of the 49ers, Steve Young, I start feeling like, why do we revere these guys so much? Because there were multiple Super Bowl champions there.
Yes.
This crop of Niners, you got to take that final step. You got to get it done, man. And I hope it happens. But again, Tony, thank you. That was I love the emotion Roger showed. You can see what it means to him. And it got me last night, bro. Got me.
And dude, Christian McCaffrey, one of the only other 2 players to do the 1,000. You know, just Marshall Faulk, CMC, and Rogers. So, and I saw, who was it? Some jackass on Twitter was like, not a Hall of Famer. I was like, are you bleeping me?
And it's probably some 14-year-old nerd sitting in his basement who has only started watching football like 5 years ago.
Well, he's actually somebody who like has a national voice. And I was just like, what? And he was getting lambasted in the comments. It was great. It was great. I apologize that I don't remember who it is, but
no, I don't care. I point taken, and he should get lambasted. I like that you use that and beat that guy down because Roger Craig is a Hall of Famer, and there's nothing that guy can do about it. So eat it.
Hey, we're gonna stay in bookmarks for a second because we didn't play the open. We didn't bring Joy Boy to the screen because I don't know if I can handle Joy Boy today. To be honest with you,
no, I don't know if my head could handle it and the lights. I don't know. I think I can do it at all. I'm still taking the cobwebs off, man.
But there's some other good stuff in bookmarks. Michael Irvin, who we saw yesterday, and I'll show that
5 feet away from us. Yeah, he's sitting right there. Yeah.
He's talking about Ayuk wanting to leave the Niners. He says, Brandon Ayuk and all of these guys. I'm like, why are you trying to get out of here? Like, what kind of dummy are you? Why would you try to leave? I don't understand that. When I used to talk to Deebo Samuel when they were having issues, I said, Deebo, don't leave Kyle. Why would you want to leave him? I would stay with Kyle as long as I could stay with Kyle Shanahan because he's just phenomenal. And that's I guess Irvin was on 95.7 the game. But, dude, he's preaching to the choir here. I think, yes, Ayuk, what the hell are you doing, man?
Nobody knows what Ayuk is doing. Nobody knows what he's thinking. Nobody knows what's motivated him to turn into this like Jekyll and Hyde unhappy guy. But again, Michael Irvin dropping science. That's a guy with 3 rings. That's a guy with 3 Super Bowl rings. You might want to pay attention to what he's saying.
Yes, totally. And, 100%, Paulie. And moving on, Roman Sapolu. He is the son of 4-time Super Bowl champion Jesse Sapolu. He's going to be the assistant O-line coach for your 49ers, man. So that's good stuff. Keeping the Sapolus in the family in the building, dude. I love that. I love that.
I want to say, no, I'd love that too. Let's keep the Sapola dynasty going, man. He looks like his old man too. I see his old man's face right there, and we love Jesse. God, you could probably build a case that he's a Hall of Famer. That dude played multiple positions on the line. I mean, McKittrick used to move him around. He was so versatile. And by the way, Will Sparks checking in. What's up, Will? He goes, don't forget, guys, Ronnie Lott hosting the Sheila E. show tonight at the Guild Theater, right up the street from Creative Tony. You got Ronnie, you got Sheila E. in the same room, and she want to live the glamorous life, Tony. Great track.
Dude, come on, Sheila E. for life. Sheila E. came out on stage with Prince when I saw Prince.
Nice.
They're tight. So I was like, oh, man, wow. Who knows? I'm just saying that with Prince and Sheila E., they probably had a lovely relationship. That's all.
Real quick. Throw that up real quick. This is pretty wild. Freddie Mercury. Okay. What is it? This is Super 70 Sports page, but Freddie Mercury in a Seahawk jacket. And what's the quote there, Tony? I can't read it. What's
Scaramouche. The Patriots can go F themselves, dude.
Scaramouche. Patriots can go F themselves. Thunderbolt and lightning. Very, very frightening. Me, Galileo. All right. Anyway, I'll spare you guys, but I love, dude, just Freddie in a Hawks jacket. Well, I never thought I'd see the day. God bless him. Rest in peace.
Oh, wow. There's particles right there, Paulie. Particles right there.
I agree. No, it's 100. I don't see Freddie wearing a Pats jacket. I'll tell you that much.
No, you don't.
By the way, shout out Freddie. You know what I mean? We need more frontmen in rock and roll named Freddie. I'm just throwing that out there.
No doubt, dude. No doubt. And then I think there was some Garcia in here. Yeah, this is did you put this in here, Paulie?
I forget why I did. This might be an accident. I don't know. Oh, no, this is funny. This is Dave Letterman and Jerry playing Monopoly just for some comedy, for a little bit of comic relief. Go ahead.
Here we go.
5, 8, 12, 13, 17, and a double word score. That's 34.
What are you trying to do here? You take my word, truck, and you add the letters I-N. That's not a word.
Trucking.
No, it's not a word. I am sick of this. It happens every time. I am tired of this argument.
We could play Monopoly if you'd let me be the top hat.
Look, it's my show. It's my game. You can be the thimble. You can be the iron, but I'm the top hat. All right?
So is this where I yell live from New York?
No, it's another show. But thanks for trying anyway, Jerry. Just forget it.
No problem.
Yeah, that was just for your heads. I don't know. No reason.
First one to go.
Oh, there's Bobby.
Give me a second of this too. Look at Bobby.
Yeah.
I got my purple lavender on, y'all. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
How long has the band been together?
23 years.
Yeah,
23 years.
Yeah. I'd like to say something before we get started here, David. I'd like to thank Paul and the guys for playing with us. It's real fun. You guys are
Nice. All good, Pete. Good.
So,
Yeah.
so 23 years, and is it safe to say that this is, and these may not be terms that you care about necessarily, but in terms of commercial success, this is your biggest moment right now, huh?
what time you got?
Proudest moment of my life.
Yeah. I'm quite
Proudest moment of my life, y'all. All right, well, there it is. Just a little comedy from Jerry,
so
Bobby, and the great Dave Letterman. Tony, is Rita in the waiting room? Because I want to do a dance spot real quick before she
no,
joins.
he's not here yet, Paulie. So let's rock.
Okay, well, let's talk about Dan and Secure Money. This is our new, well, one of our newest sponsors. The other new kid on the block is Tom Stack with Coldwell Banker Realty, and I'll be out on the town with him tonight. Any of you PMPers heading over to Oakland for the Dark Star Orchestra show, hit me up because I'll be in the building, and I would love to say hello if you're shaking and baking tonight. But Dan, Coach Emilio, just joined us, and he is with SecureMoney.com. He's a finance guy with 30 years of experience in the business. He is basically dedicated to providing all of his clients with honest service, results, and finally, the peace of mind that you deserve. Focus of Dan's work is really safety and protection, meaning Dan is going to commit himself, and he has the expertise to pull this off, to helping you never lose money. He's here to assist you with your financial growth and give you and provide you with like a heads up when there's opportunity out there. And Dan's going to work with you, work with your budget, work with what your goals are, and he will help maximize your income. He's also able to help you pay fewer taxes. Hallelujah. I love that. And again, Dan can also really help you plan out your retirement funds in a productive way so you don't get hurt. He also handles life insurance, Tony, IRA planning, estate planning, 401k issues, rollovers, things like that. Any kind of money matter that you need some guidance on, talk to Dan. He can definitely assist you through the weeds, and I know how it is, man. I am lost at sea when it comes to finances, dude. I don't even understand the money in my own wallet. You know what I mean? I need a guy like Dan in my corner. I know a lot of you do too. I'm just being honest. It is not my area of expertise, but that's why it's great to have a guy like Dan, Coach Emilio, on board with us. 1-888-960-SAFE, SAFE. If you want to start the conversation with Dan, reach out to him and let him get to work for you and give you and your family some results. Maybe it's a business matter. Maybe you're a small business and you're like, damn, I think there might be some things we can do to like maximize profit and cut our losses. Talk to Dan about it. I'm sure he can give you some proper guidance. And for me, I appreciate the fact that not only is he trying to dedicate himself to helping you grow financially, but he's also dedicated to make sure you don't lose money. Yeah. You're not paying more taxes than you need to, Tony. And that's a big deal. And that could provide a huge relief to a lot of our audience as well.
Yes. Still have growth and opportunity and never lose money. That's like the main priority for Dan. And he says excuse me.
You're good.
About, they have expertise in the areas of retirement planning issues and life insurance, IRA planning, inheritance planning, financial planning, estate planning, safe investments, 401k rollovers. And Dan is all about safety and growth. Those are the driving forces of the company and the focus of the company, safety and growth. Because you want to be safe, but you also want to see your money grow. Paulie, I got to be honest, I'm not a financial guy.
Really?
I'm going to be. Oh yeah, is
I'm
that a shocker to you?
Yeah, that surprises me. But go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what it is about me. I've never been like, oh, I just love managing money, and so I am absolutely going to hit up Dan and talk about, because I was talking to Dom yesterday about investments and about different things, and I'm like, I need to call Dan. I literally said this to Dom. I looked at Dom. I go, I need to call Dan.
Call him. Yeah, have the conversation. Call him, T. Yeah.
Yep. So and also life insurance too. So there's all these things that we're going to talk about with Dan. Multitude of things. And again, just like Carlos De La Fuente, the common denominator with both of these guys and Tom Stack too, is that they do not want you to make a bad decision. And if they think that you're about to go down a road that you shouldn't go down, they're not going to let you go down that road. And they're also, if the time is not right to do something with them at the moment, they're not going to force something. They're going to tell you, hey, let's stay in touch. And when the time is right, we'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, there's a trust thing between Dan and his clients. There's a trust thing with Carlos, trust with Tom Stack. That's what we love these guys too. And we're so proud to be partners with them, Paulie.
Thank you so much, Dan. And Secure Money is his outfit, securemoney.com. You can get a lot more info on Dan and about the services he provides. So visit him online or just simply call him 1-888-960-SAFE. Think about it like this. Final thought. You know, when Tony gets a toothache, he ain't getting a pair of pliers out and going to work on his own mouth. You go to a professional. You know, your car breaks down, unless you're like a gearhead, and I'm not either. I don't know what's going on underneath the hood. I prefer to not even look in there because I don't know anything about the engine. But I go to the mechanic is my point. And when it comes to your money, which is, I mean, you know, it's one of the most important things in your life to make sure your family's good. You go to Dan and he'll help you with your money issues. So thank you so much, Dan. Have a great weekend. And we love having you on board as a new sponsor. Dan Coach Emilio, securemoney.com. Okay. Tony.
Also, Paulie, real quick, we're also going to be on with Dan on his NorCal Sports Network show on Monday night, I think around 8 p.m. So tune into that. And also, when you give Dan a call, you can wrap Giants and Niners all damn day with Dan, especially Giants baseball, because he's a baseball head like me. So feel free to break the ice with Dan, talking some Niners or Giants ball too as well, because he's a very passionate Giants and Niners fan like we all are too.
And also shout out to Kyle McKiernan on the line, who just simplified it. Dan is the man. That's all. Dan is the man. Thank you, Kyle, and thank you, Dan. Okay, is Rita ready, or do we just keep rocking?
Rita has entered the building, Paulie.
Okay, let's bring her in. This is our good friend, Rita Oak, renowned artist who did all those 49er pieces of artwork day after day after. She literally provides one every day. She has flown into the U.S. So last time we talked to Rita, she was in Portugal. Now she's here in the Bay, and I believe she's found her way into Super Bowl Sunday. So let's do a few minutes with Rita. Hey, there you are. How you doing today, kid?
Hi,
Great
guys.
to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Great to see you guys. I hope you guys can hear me okay.
I do. I got you fine.
Yes.
Now, where are you right now, Rita?
Yeah?
Where
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
where
I'm
are you? Yeah.
in coffee shop. It's right at the pier.
Oh, she's at the pier. Okay, nice. Rita, have you been into Radio Row at all this week?
No, I haven't. I have been to the Moscone Center, but not Radio Row.
Okay.
Must be cool though. I've seen the videos.
Oh, yeah. No, there's all kinds of NFL royalty kind of roaming around right now. And Rita, you're decked out in your Niner gear. I love to see that. I wish the 49ers were in the Super Bowl. I know that was a big kind of hope you had to come over and watch the Niners play in the Super Bowl in their own stadium. But even though they're not going to be there, did you get it? Are you going to be at the Super Bowl? Did you find your way into the game?
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't, but I'm still here for the experience. I mean, it's one in a lifetime just to be able to be here at the Super Bowl week and just see everybody come together for football, and the city has all these experiences. So yeah, it's been super, super crazy, but in a good way.
Now, are you still doing art every day, even when you're in the Bay Area? Are you still putting pieces of art up every day?
Yeah, no, I did a little pause to come to the States and enjoy my week here. But yeah, I'll see what I'll be doing when I get home.
Wait, Rita, I'm drinking coffee out of your mug that you made, so thank you for that.
That's so nice.
There's the
Thank
Mr.
you.
Miyagi doing his work on Brock Purdy, so thank you for that mug. By the way, you can get any of these. You can follow Rita _Oak on social media, and you can order any of her designs on like a mug or a t-shirt or a print as well. And also, Rita, we still got to thank you for this too. You made this for us back in the day.
Yeah.
So we love that too. So thanks again for making that for us.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
Now, hey, Rita, don't give up hope either. There's still what, 2.5 days?
Oh,
or
yeah,
2
yeah.
days basically. So you can still get in there. I still feel vibes for you. You can still get in there.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, if anybody has an extra ticket, reach out to Rita. Tony, give the coordinates again, how they can reach out to Rita if somebody has an extra and they want to help her out. How can they reach her?
Yeah, it's at Rita _Oak on social media. And Rita, what is your Instagram the same as your Twitter?
Yeah, it's Rita Oak _arts for Instagram.
There it is. There it is. Rita Oak _art. There it is. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rita.
go,
I'm sorry,
Polly.
Tony. Go ahead, Tony. You go.
I was just gonna say it's Rita Oak _art at
Okay.
Rita Oak
Yeah.
_art, and you can find everything on her social media pages.
I want to ask Rita, Tony, how do you like the Bay Area? How do you like San Francisco? What do you think of our city? Are you enjoying it? It's a beautiful town. I mean, I'd love to get your impressions of San Francisco.
Yeah, I love this city. I've been here 3 years ago for the first time, and I absolutely loved it. I actually told my boyfriend Philip that I felt immediately at home because
Nice.
the city is very similar to Porto, where I live. It's
Yeah.
also by the sea. So, yeah, so it's very similar. The vibes are similar, but I really love
Tony?
it for 1 year or two. Yeah, I would love that experience.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the city. Now, let me ask you this, Rita, because we have friends in a lot of different restaurants in town, but do you like pizza? That's an important question. Do you like
Oh,
pizza?
Everybody loves pizza.
Okay. You're right. You're right. I'm a pizza junkie. Now, one of our sponsors, Rita, is a pizza place called Longbridge Pizza. They're on 3rd Street, right near where the Warriors play basketball at the Chase Center. I highly recommend you stop by Longbridge Pizza. Tell them you're with Polly Mac and Creative Tony, and they will take care of you over there. And their food is excellent. But in the meantime, what have been a couple of your favorite kind of things that you've done while you're in town? Like, what jumps out as like a great restaurant or a great activity? Like, what have you done that you've really enjoyed while you've been here?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'll check out the place definitely. I guess at the beginning of the week, I just been revisiting like the iconic places in San Francisco, and I am actually here with my cousin, so I've been showing them around. And at the more like for the end of the week, we just been experienced like all the NFL activities that have been here throughout the city, and it has been like an amazing experience. I don't even know how to express because I don't have this at home. I don't live this like in my everyday life. So it's really a cool experience just being here and everybody's just listening together for the same reason and enjoying football, and it's amazing. It feels like a movie for me.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you're having a good time, Rita. It's really nice to see your face again. And I want to ask you before we let you go, I know what I really appreciate about you is that your initial pieces of art when you started doing this was basically focused on Jimmy Garoppolo. And I was a big we were all big Jimmy Garoppolo fans. He really helped the Niners become a winning team again. But now that he's gone, like, who's your favorite 49er right now? Like, who's your guy on the team now?
I feel like I have to go with George Kittle. I feel
George
like he's
Kittle.
everybody's guy, right? He just has like this such amazing energy. Yeah, it just lifts everyone up, always in a good mood. I feel like he's the goal to this team. So yeah, I think I have to go for Kittle.
George Kittle, I love it. And Rita, really quick, the Super Bowl game itself. Have you chosen who you're rooting for in this game? It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice.
It is.
The Patriots or the Seahawks. Do you have a choice?
Yeah, it's a very tough choice. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm curious because I can root for the Seahawks. But if both teams could lose, I would choose that. But unfortunately, that's not possible.
I know. I feel the same way. And when the 49ers played the Seahawks in the playoffs a couple of weeks ago, what time was it in your part of the world when the game started? Like, it was like a 1:00 game here in the afternoon. But what time was it at your home when the Niners played Seattle? Just so I can get like a feel for your schedule.
I think it was like 1 a.m. game. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like it was a 1 a.m. game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, I have to stay up like until 4 a.m. just to watch the game. Watch the Niners lose, unfortunately, but it's worth it.
I know. It was tough, man. That was a very, very tough game. But Rita, I'm glad. Thank you for joining us today. Really nice to see your face. Keep up the great work too. Keep going. Keep doing your thing, and we will drive some. We'll drive our.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll try to get our audience to your webpage, and if anybody has an extra ticket, reach out to Rita Oak and hook her up. She's visiting our town. We got to show her some hospitality. Tony, final words for Rita. Go for it, buddy.
I'm just saying, come on, people. Let's show some love to Rita. Let's get her inside Levi's Stadium.
Yes.
Rita Oak _art. You can find her on Instagram, find her on Twitter. Rita Oak _art. Let's get her into the ball game. Okay, we got to have those particles inside the stadium. I love it.
Thank you so much for joining us, Rita. Have a great weekend here in the Bay, and my fingers are crossed for you to get into the game. And we'll talk to you again. We'll talk down the road.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, Rita.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, for having me. Have a great week.
You
Thank you.
too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
There she is, everybody. Rita Oak. Tough connection today, but you get the feel. She's great. And there we go. Touchdown. Touchdown PMP. And by the way, look at the piece of pizza floating through the stream up there. I love that.
Totally.
Slice.
And I love the foam finger too. It's so great. So
I really
great.
hope she goes to Longbridge. I do. I hope she goes over there. Neil will roll out the carpet for her, man. And I'm sure. And she's such a nice woman. So I hope she gets to Longbridge. If anybody has any tickets, reach out. Rex. Hey, Rita, don't go. I feel you. She's lovely, and I believe she is taken though, Regs. That's going to be a tough trick for you to
Well,
pull
Paul,
off.
you got your mug up. I'll show my mug one more time.
My mug is boring. Your mug is dope.
Oh,
yeah.
it's the best. Yeah. Rita Oak _art. She's the best. And I really hope that we get news somehow, some way via her social media on Sunday that she's actually going to the game. That'd be great.
Hey, before we bring in Patty for the musical assignment, Tony, I wanted to bounce one more little nugget of info that I picked up last night, and I wanted to get your reaction on this. And again, everybody keep in mind that Tony, I don't want to make a big deal out of this, but I'm just telling you that Tony kind of grew up right down the street from Tom Brady's family, and Tony knows the Bradys. He knows Tom. Tom Brady said last night, Tony, quote, when somebody asked him, hey, who you're rooting for in the Super Bowl? You want the Pats to win, right? You know what Tom Brady said? Quote, I don't have a dog in this fight.
Ooh.
Which is struck me as odd considering he won 6 Super Bowls, I think, with the Patriots, but he doesn't have a dog in the fight. That surprised me. Does that indicate bad blood to you? Does that surprise you that he said that? Because he's a Patriot through and through. I mean, so I was surprised to hear that.
There's a few things to read into that. And we talked about this yesterday about how does it take away from Brady a little bit that, you know, they're winning another ring this soon after the Brady era, Brady Belichick era, that it's like, oh, well, you know, it can be done without Brady and Belichick. So I don't know. And then it doesn't have a dog in the race. He's just, I don't know, straddled in the fence.
Isn't that kind of insulting, though, to the Patriot fan base and all the people in New England that love it? Would be like Joe Montana looking at the 49ers in the Super Bowl going like, I don't know. I don't really have a feeling about this game. I don't really have a dog in the fight here. It'd be like, Joe, come on, bro, you're a Niner. So I was shocked that he said that because I just think it's an ill-timed thing to say on the eve of the Super Bowl. And what does it say about his ego if he doesn't want them to win without him? It's like, Tom, settle down, brother. You got a closet full of trophies at home. Let the next generation move in. I was surprised.
Yeah, I highly doubt that that's the reason, actually. I think he's just, I don't know, playing it cool because he probably likes both teams. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting if it was the Patriots versus the Niners, what would he say? Because he grew up a Niner fan, as you're seeing in the Rise of the 49ers show. I mean,
he was like a Niner groupie in the TV show. He's like, here's my Rice and Ronnie box. Here's my, I mean, he goes through his family photo album. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. The Rise of the 49ers on AMC. You can pull it off demand. It's sitting right there.
I remember probably in grammar school because I went to grammar school with Tom and his sisters, and there were days where they would let us do free dress, and he would show up in, you know, like a Montana jersey, you know. So like it's he definitely was bleeding red and gold before he put on the Patriots colors. So, and then the Buccaneers colors as well. So I still have yet to finish Rise of the 49ers, but I think he's actually doing a better job than I expected, and I wasn't looking forward to it at first because I'm like, you know, just more Brady. I don't know if I need it right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's getting to the point where it's almost like we're oversaturated with Brady. It's like I got him calling games. I got him hosting Niner shows. He's quarterback. It's like, bro, enough is enough. Sometimes less is more, Tom. And I love Tom Brady. I really do. I'm a Brady fan. I really enjoyed his career. He was the only guy that reminded me of Joe Montana that I've ever seen. About his composure, about his will to win, about the Pats being behind in games, it meant nothing because Tom would generally find a way to come back and win. So I was impressed with his career. Very surprised about this. Hey, Sourdough Sal, that is a high-level comment, brother. Somebody please get Tom Brady a 49er foam finger for the love of God. If you saw it, did you see him talking about the face crying? It's a great call, Sourdough.
I had that same foam finger, dude. I loved that foam finger as a kid. And Pine Needle's onto something. He says it's because of him being an announcer and being the partial owner of the Raiders. That he's got to kind of just like not pick anybody, I guess. But I think
okay.
I
didn't think about that. But still, Rag said Tom Brady's full of S. He's rooting for the Patriots. You might be right about that, Rags. I hope you're right about that.
I would think he's rooting for the Patriots, right? I mean, it would make sense to me, but he's
one would think. Yeah, one would think. Now, even if his relationship with Belichick is not what it was, and I don't know. I honestly don't know what their dynamic is, but that might have gotten a little rough at the end there, I think. I think Tom Brady's still close with Kraft. I believe so. I don't think there's any friction there. Is there, Tony?
I don't know. Are you saying there's been massage activity with Brady and Kraft?
Oh,
allegedly.
Tony, speaking of friction, shout out Bobby Kraft. You know what I mean? I wonder where he's going to get his pregame rub down.
Well,
listen,
dog patch massage. We already showed you the picture earlier this week. Dog patch massage. Go to Longbridge, Mr. Kraft. Get yourself some pizza before or after you get your rub down. Right?
Look at Lily Merchant coming in, just dropping the bomb. Saying what needs to be said. Rub and tugs. That's
we mentioned that the other day, and I got scolded. I got hold on. Did I get one of these? Let's hear. Thank you, soundboard. But Paulie, that is why I'm rooting for the Seahawks. That's the number one reason I'm rooting for the Seahawks is I do not want Robert Kraft to hoist the Lombardi again.
Yeah,
that trumps everything for me, and then also number 7. Do you want them to have 7? You want
not
the
really.
Patriots to have 7 titles?
I'm still working on getting number 6 around here in San Francisco. You know what I mean? All right, Tony, let's do this. Let's restore some order. Let's class up the joint with one of our favorite people. She's been with us from day one.
When are we doing hot and sour?
Right now. right now. Thank you. By the way, I'm banged up. What do you want from me? We're gonna do
we had to do hot and sour, and I'm gonna do a quick peruse through yesterday's radio row because we have some photos, some visuals from Don Peralta that we're gonna share before we get to Patty too.
Okay, so Patty, hang tight, Patty. We're gonna be there in a second. We'll do the Bon Jovi assignment in just a moment. Tony,
Patty, just hang loose, blood. We'll catch the rebound on the meta side.
Nice. Okay, good. Tony, I'm in your hands. You go ahead and steer us through this. I'm serious. Steer us through because I don't know what's going on. You tell me what you need and I'll comply.
Actually, let's do photos first and then we're going to do hot and sour. Okay. So stand by. Okay?
Yeah. Brain fog is real, Nutter. I'm dealing with it right now, my brother.
Here we go. These are some of Dom's photos from yesterday. And so Dom, Dom, are you telling us that you're rooting for the Pats with this photo, buddy? I'm just riffing, but this is on the street on Howard Street.
And these are like giant helmets. That's not a small, just to give you an idea. Those are they're as big as like a human body, those helmets. They're gigantic and they're all over the streets. Yeah.
But then here we go. Excuse me. Now we're inside Moscone Center. And yes, we happen to be right next to the Patriots booth, but there's the banner that I was talking about on the air, Sam Darnold and Drake May. Right there on the banner. And it was just, as you can see, it was just mayhem as we're trying to set up everything there. And we happen to be sitting right underneath the Niners' first Super Bowl banner. So that was pretty cool. And then there's the banner closer up. There's Mr. Ginger, Captain Darnold. And
there he is. There's my guy. Yeah, there he is. There's Christoph, man, dropping science. Yeah.
Come on, man. Look at Christoph.
Yeah, look at you. You're captivated. Look at the look on your face. You're eating out of the palm of his hand right there.
I loved Christoph.
I did too. I think we all did. Yeah.
He was fantastic. There's the KBR booth. There is that's you talking to Greg Cosell.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah,
and I'm finishing pizza. It looks like so that's good. Longbridge Pizza, which we had on site, and there's us talking to Greg, who we had a great chat with Greg. If you missed it yesterday, please go back and listen to it.
It was a fun show. I got to say, I really had a good time yesterday. We were laughing, and we had the drug sniffing dogs. You know what I mean? There was just a lot of good comedy and a lot of good laughs yesterday.
Yeah, there's another good shot. Us just hanging with Greg. I really think he enjoyed it too because a lot of the music
He
talk.
told me he did. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's great. So that's Greg, the Church of Greg Cosell. I just love it. There's the Fox Sports booth right there. Let me see if we can see who's on there. I can't tell.
That might be Barry Sanders on the right. Oh no, that's is that Maurice Jones? I think that's Maurice Jones-Drew right there. I can't tell. I really can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either. But they, as you can tell, these just the elaborate setups, they're just amazing. So thank you, Dom, for the photos. And there's let's see, is there any more, Polly? I apologize. We got Christoph.
No, we're good. Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
We're good. And by the way, somebody, I think it was Robot Centaur. What's up, brother? Good to see you, Centaur. He said a couple of minutes ago, he said, hey, did anybody deface the Patriots helmet on the street? The answer to that is no. And I'll tell you why. There is a police task force patrolling the Moscone Center, that whole area, like you would not believe. So you make one wrong move, you'd be on the ground in handcuffs like in seconds.
Yeah.
So no, nobody was defacing anything. Look at Juliana Julie Bug. That is a great name, and it's Patty's sister. All right. Hey, listen, Juliana, hang tight. Your sister's going to join us in just a moment. Are we ready to rock, T?
I just want to show this too because this is right next to us. This is Michael Irvin just sitting there right next to us, just breaking it down.
Yeah,
and we were like, "Oh, there's Mike." So we yelled out, "Say hello to Rags," and and he didn't respond. So sorry, Rags. We tried.
All right, Tony, speed, hot and sour. Speed, hot and sour for the final time this year. And I want you to give me the spread to the ball game before we make our picks. I haven't checked the spread today, so I don't know where it is.
I believe it's 4.5, but I'll double check.
Okay.
Last I saw was 4.5. Yeah, it's still 4.5. The line has not moved since it came out 2 weeks ago.
And be specific, who's getting the 4.5?
Seattle is giving 4.5. So the New England is getting 4.5 points. So Seattle's favored by 4.5 points. And I'm pretty comfortable with that. So you go first.
Okay. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. My friend Joe Mazzy from Boston, I had a conversation with him on the phone. He's a true gentleman. I love Joe Mazzy, and he got in my ear. I was like, Joe, because he's a big Patriots fan. And I said, okay, man, tell me what I need to know about this team. And this is what he said. He said, first of all, it's given him major 2001 vibes about the first Patriots Super Bowl team. That was kind of a collection of unknowns at that time. Like Bill Belichick was established. He won a couple of rings with the Giants as a D coordinator. Tom Brady was not a household name. He had just hit the field, replacing Drew Bledsoe. And he said, this team really feels like that team. They're just a collection of guys. They're very disciplined when they play. The only thread that might be loose on their end is Drake May's difficulty holding on to the football sometimes. So I think Seattle's going to be looking to strip him every time they get into the backfield with a pass rush. Sack, obviously, but I think they're going to try to knock the ball out of his hands. Be ready for that. But, you know, I asked Greg Cosell this yesterday. I said, Greg, I personally feel like nobody is talking about the New England defense, and they have a great defense. Everybody's talking about Seattle's defense. So all of that being said and considered, and throw on top of the pile that I hate the Seahawks guts, I'm going to take the Patriots and the 4.5. I think it'll be a close game, and I think it could come down to a field goal, and those 4.5 points could be the difference if you're placing a wager. So I will take the New England Patriots and the points.
Okay, Paulie. Well, I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to take Seattle minus 4.5. I think that they win by a touchdown. And I do also think that dude, Rashid Shaheed, is going to be a factor. He's going to play a role at some point, a punt return or a kickoff return, something, or like an end around where they bring him in for just his wheels, something. He's going to be because everybody's going to be focused on Smith and Jigba and also the two tight ends and Kenneth Walker. I feel like look out for Rashid Shaheed and his speed could be the factor, could be the difference in the game. And I see what you're saying about the Patriots D, dude. And by the way, the Patriots undefeated on the road this year.
Yeah, great call. Thank you for throwing that out there. Yes. Yeah, they're a great road team. Yep.
This is technically a road game for them, right? But it's still, that's a factor. That's a thing that needs to be recognized. So that makes me a little bit nervous. But I do think, and also, God, two great coaches too, man, McDonald and Vrabel. So it's going to be a battle of wits. I'm nervous about taking the 4.5. I'll be honest with you. Like I could definitely see this being a field goal. It's a field goal win as well. It's 7.7 or 3.
Yeah.
And the Patriots could cover. It's going to be wow. And then the over under is 45.5. Do you have any feel about the over under, Paulie? I think it's 45.5. Any feel on that?
I might shock the world. I might take the over on that.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
yeah. I think there might be more points than people think, but who knows? But I'll take the over. I'll go over on that.
I always feel like take the first half under. I don't know what the first half, like the halftime, because usually like both teams are really nervous. They're getting the bugs out, the butterflies out. So take the halftime under, and then maybe take the over in the second half, or the game over. Not that we're recommending gambling at all, Paulie. We don't gamble with this. This is not.
I don't. I got enough problems. Believe me. The last thing I need is a gambling problem. So no, I don't. I really don't. I don't gamble at all. I like picking games, but I don't throw money around on that. It's the last thing I need. You know.
That's why we have Dan.
I'll tell you right now, Dan Coach Emilio from Secure Money. We kick my ass. I'd be like, hey Dan, I just lost a couple grand betting. Can you help me? Yeah, he'd be like, Dan's answer would be like, yeah, I can help you. Stop gambling. You know what I mean?
This would be Dan's answer. Oh,
I know. I feel you, Tony. I'm sorry.
There it is.
Thank you. Yes, yeah.
I gotta look into this over the weekend. I apologize, everybody.
Don Peralta, sorry to interrupt you, Tony. Don Peralta, that's one of my favorite quotes from Caddyshack of all time. Judge Schmales, because Rodney Dangerfield, hey Schmales, I bet you $1,000 you slice into the woods. And then Schmales and Dommy, great call. Judge Schmales, gambling is illegal at Bushwood, sir, and I never slice.
How about Paulie? 4. I should have yelled 2.
Why do we not have? We got to. Okay, a lot of thumb drive stuff needs to happen. 4. That's why one of my favorite with the golf swing,
the golf bag with the freaking stereo.
So what? So let's dance. Yeah. Any way you want it by Journey. Yeah.
The best, so Rodney. What? God, do I miss Rodney? His physical comedy is like second to none, man.
Yeah.
And take drugs, Danny, every day. Every day.
Hey, good. Hey, can we get Patty involved for the love of God? We got her sister waiting. We're just screwing around here. I want to get to the music assignment right now. This is how we're going to wrap the week up, kids. And I hope all of you have a great Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy yourselves. Have a drink. Eat some nice food. And enjoy the last football game for the next 8 months, man. I'm going to drink this thing in as much as I can. But we end the show today with a very special installment of the musical assignment. We do it every Friday, and we invite, if you're new to the show, because I do see some new faces out there. If you're new to the show, we invite you to join us. You can email us at pauliespod@gmail.com. And we take an assignment every week from the audience where they will dictate, like, you know, it could be anything you want to do. You say like, hey, pick all Beatles songs, or it's Friday in the Bay, so let's do songs that, you know, mention days of the week. Anything you want, it's up to you. We hand it over to you. And Patty came in and said, hey, kids, you know what has to be done here. Paulie has been an outspoken anti-Bon Jovi guy for years. Patty is moving in to force me to take Bon Jovi songs today. And I will walk you through a personal history of Paulie Mack and Bon Jovi. I'm going to highlight a few important moments, and I'll give you my song, but I'm looking forward to it. But the main thing is Patty from Napa joins us. So, Tony, when you're ready, let's bring her in.
We'll stand by, Paulie.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
And
it's business. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
I'm going to get to these first before we rock and roll with Patty.
Sure.
Lily Merchant is a super earlier in the show. Lily, thank you for the support, and thank you for always chiming in. She says, for Dom's show, the genius behind the curtains. Absolutely. So Lily, thank you. Dom, I don't know if you're seeing this, buddy, but Dom, Lily's giving you a super, dude. So thank you so much, Lily. And Dom,
I'll say this, Lily, to your point, and thank you, Lily. And sorry I interrupted you, Tony, but I wanted to just say that we would not have been able to do the show yesterday without Dom, period. He did so much, and I can't thank you enough, Dom, for all you did. You did a lot of heavy lifting yesterday, and I thank you very much. So thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. I'm sure Dom does too.
Hey, Paulie, this bud's for you, Dom. Remember that but which type of bud is
I said that to Mark Cannizzaro last night. I said, hey, Mark, this bud's for you. And I handed him something. Anyway, go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, it's the best, Tom. Thank you. And also thank you to Dan Ogden as well. We thanked him yesterday, but thank you to Dan Ogden for getting us into Super Bowl to Radio Row as well. And Sports Byline, Darren Peck and Sports Byline. Thanks a lot, you guys. Also, Stevie B is a super. He says, Deadheads. Dead Music, 7 p.m. tonight. O'Reilly's on Hate. Tomorrow on Hate Street, 2 to 5 p.m. with Dead Set. phenomenal Santa Barbara tribute band. Enjoy. Nice,
Thank you.
dude.
Thanks for the heads up, Stevie B. There's a lot of Grateful Dead stuff going on this weekend. Again, a Dark Star Orchestra at the Fox tonight in Oakland. That's where I'll be, but that sounds awesome, dude. Getting down on Haight Street is always a great thing to do. The original home of the Grateful Dead, man. And Stevie B, I love you, brother. We'll be rapping soon. And I think Stevie B was at that Asbury Park show in 2024 that Bruce played, which I'm extremely envious of him for being able to be there. But thank you, brother. And enjoy. Have a good time. Have a good time with Dead Set. I'm sure they're great.
Here we go.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
There you go. And Paulie, speaking of business time, you mentioned about wanting to sponsor the musical assignment. You did talk about emailing paulyspot@gmail.com. You can also go to our YouTube channel at PaulyMaxParticles. You can like and subscribe while you're there. You can tell your friends about it and tell your friends to swing on by and like and subscribe. And while you're there, right below our bio is the links page. You click on that and you can click on the merch link and you can look to sponsor the musical assignment or other segments that we offer as well. So check that out. And remember that the audio versions of the show are available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So that is the business portion of the show, Paulie. Now, if you don't mind, without further ado, I would like to just do this.
Peep this, particle heads. PMP's weekly musical assignment begins now, right now.
All right, here she comes, Miss PMP. La-di-da-da. Patty from Napa, welcome. Oh, look how good you look, Patty. Oh, it's a Bon Jovi in the back. Yes, perfect. Patty, great to see you today. You look great. I like your framed Bon Jovi Rolling Stone, it looks like you got there. And this is going to be a special day. What else you got? Is she showing a whole Bon Jovi
I have
wing?
lots of props. So
nice.
hang on because I have my show notes.
Yeah.
I did not cross anything out, but thank you guys for having me. And this is going to be fun, I think. I hope I don't say too much.
No, say all you need. It's we all say it. Patty, first of all, right out of the gates.
Yeah.
What led you to
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah, totally. And by the way, Patty, your sister is on board today.
I know. I saw her. She finally figured it out. Good girl.
I love the handle too. Juliana Julie Bug. That's a great, sounds like a song I might need to write. Juliana Julie Bug. I dig that. Tony, what were you going to say to Patty?
I want to know when it all began. When did the love affair with Bon Jovi begin? Tell us how you got there.
So you might think it was in the 80s, but it was actually in the 90s. I liked him in the 80s, but my musical taste in college and when I moved back home to the city kind of took a different route. I was listening to a lot of R&B, a lot of jazz, still my old stuff, high school stuff. But so he kind of came about in the 90s, when I became a kind of obsessive fan, if you will. And I had more money. So when I would travel for work, I could, go to shows and do what I wanted to do. So, and buy a lot of stupid. I have props, by the way. We're going to share those in a minute.
Yes, I love it.
But so, and I don't know, I only own one vinyl and it's Crossroad. Everything else, I'll wreck my prop, but we'll fix it. Everything else, I used to buy 3 copies of CDs.
Wow.
Right? So this is one stack, and then I have some packed away, and then I have some, I don't know, they're all over the place.
I love it.
And I used to have a lot more things, and Mikey can hear me, he's in the living room. He sold a bunch of my stuff.
Ooh,
wow.
yeah.
So, I had some great chairs that I carried out from a show one time, and I did. Yeah.
I love it.
It was part of the package, but and I came home one time and they were gone. He had sold some stuff to this woman. Anyway, I don't want to talk about him.
Okay.
Let's see. Where do we begin? Where would you like to begin? Would you like to see my props?
Yeah, show us everything.
So,
sure. Yeah.
That's the bigger poster. And
nice.
In this whole thing, you'll see it's hard now. It shouldn't have faded because this is supposed to be museum glass, but that says to Patty, and it's signed by John. And I had a guy that worked for me. I had a lot of Italian guys that worked for me.
Nice.
So I forget if it was Jim Cartelli or Jerry Cardinelli.
Nice.
Anyway, one of them said that his cousin was Dorothea's interior designer. And about every 6 months, you know, his cousin went to the house. And I'm like, you're so full of it, buddy. And kid you not, like 9 months pass. And if you're old like me, you'll remember how you used to get interoffice mail through those old envelopes and they'd be scratched up. That was in one. I'm like, okay, maybe you should have sent that to my house, right? Because like, so that's one of my favorite things. And I had, I don't know, some guy, local guy did that, but that whole museum thing. And then what we have here, this is my, I have to take, no, I don't want to take it off because I don't like my shoulders, but
okay.
This is my favorite jacket.
Okay.
Oh.
So what used to happen in the days of the, and I'm probably boring everybody to death. But
Oh,
I'll try to get through this really quick, but you started this.
Yeah.
So I wrote this stuff all down. I had to kind of rewind and go back a bit because my head's been in other spaces, as you know. But back in the day, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, John's mom, Mrs. B, used to run the fan club. And so what she used to do when they'd have these fan club trips, and they were the ones I went to were back in Jersey and Madison Square Garden. She would literally like tell him to pull clothes out, sign him, like she'd make them go into his closet.
Wow.
And then all of us idiot girls and a few guys, by the way, would, you know, try to bid on them. And I'm very competitive when it comes to bidding.
I bet. I could totally see that. You're not going to get outbid by anybody. If Patty sets her mind she's going to get something, you better clear some space because Patty's not going to be denied. I can totally see that.
Well, the car. Okay, let's just
exactly.
Remember.
Exactly.
I outbid myself, so let's remember how we don't do things. But anyway, so she would also give that money to charity. So they didn't take that money in or anything like that. She passed away a couple years ago, and Richie's mom just passed away about 6 months ago, by the way. But so I got, you know, I had a lot of fun meeting people from all over the world. There are people that just like any band and anybody that you love. So and now I will show you some other props.
Okay.
We have the famous soccer jersey.
Wow.
That we'll tell the story about that another time. This jacket I actually wear a lot. It was made for John and it came with red snake leather pants. I don't have those anymore. I gave them to my niece. But I do wear this one because that's why it's kind of faded.
But hold on, Patty, that jacket you said was made for John?
By Tommy Hilfiger. There's a number in it. It's right here.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
Patty's not messing around. I didn't know. I had no idea she had this much merch and collectibles. Like I'm impressed.
This is why Mikey went through and this one, I don't know how it got faded. I'm gonna or how it got blurred. I'm gonna blame it on
John,
because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. But this is a Versace, and I have worn this stuff to work before.
Nice.
And then I've regretted it.
Yes.
And then there's this one.
That's a cool shirt. Oh, I like that.
I love. Yeah, I've worn this one because it's kind of fancy and it fits. That's what his mom said to me once too. Because the jeans I have on, which I texted you a picture of.
I was gonna say I want to show that picture. Hold on.
You can show it. It doesn't. I forgot. I didn't get the first word. But and I really want to show you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says he spells the word "you're" wrong, but it says basically "you're in my pants, you tramp" in '89. So
nice.
So sorry, I'm not going to rip off my pants and show that, but this jacket, I just want to show it a little bit.
Nice.
It's handmade too, and there's like sweat marks and. Let's see what else I have. I don't know. I guess that's the end of the props scene. So
but time out. Back to the soccer jersey. You said we'll talk about that another time. I want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Well, so with my when I worked for a company, and I had to travel to India once, and they always wanted us when we did international travel to go in groups. And I said, no, I'll be fine. I'm going to a Bon Jovi concert. And I'll just meet you, in wherever, India. It was India for sure. So go to the concert. I got on a plane, afterwards, and it went through France. Well, we had a huge delay in France. And I always, when I used to travel internationally, I'd always find, a couple of people and they look safe, so I'm going to hang out with them because I traveled by myself a lot. And so I found a group of people, and we were stranded in France for, I don't know, it was like 5 or 6 hours. So we finally get on the plane, and by the way, I'm wearing that soccer jersey and jeans, not his jeans, my other rocker jeans that you'll see one day. But so we get to India, and if you've ever traveled to India, or probably a lot of other international airports, I know Manila is very similar, but there's a domestic terminal and an international terminal. And where I was heading was somewhere else in India, but we got there late. My bags were the very last bags. These two guys were so nice. They tried to wait with me, and they're like, we're going to miss our flight. So I missed my flight. They put me on this bus. I'm standing out like a sore thumb in this, again, I looked like a groupie, which I was.
That's all right.
Yeah. And so I get to the front door, and the door was closed, like locked. They weren't letting people into the terminal or into the airport terminal. And this van, and honestly, everything I do from it's a very long story, so I'm sorry about this.
No, do you think, Patty? You're good.
But it's everything for all you youngsters traveling international. You should learn from this because it was a stupid lesson. Patty did everything wrong because she was wearing that stupid jersey. So this white van pulls up and says, "Oh, we can take you to a hotel, and you can wait till the morning," because they wouldn't let you in the terminal, right? So there was a police guard outside, and I said, "Are these guys legit?" And the guy just nods his head. I was like, I don't know, who cares? So I get in the car or the van, and the guy asks me for my passport and my ticket. And they said, because we'll get you on the next flight. And yes, I turned over my passport and my ticket.
Wow.
And I think to myself, why did it hadn't hit me yet. It hit me when we got to the hotel, and then and I remember like going into this hotel, there was like a glass elevator going up the stairs, and this guy, his name was Babu. I'm not kidding you.
Nice.
In the hotel, and he was super nice. And this other guy was taking my luggage up the stairs. I don't know why he was taking the stairs, but that was like, okay, this is really creepy. And so when we get into my room, I gave Babu $40, and I said, please don't let them hurt me.
Yeah,
nice. I was convinced I was a goner, right? And all I had to eat was some beef jerky. I immediately put on my business clothes, put my makeup on. I went downstairs, and I said to the guy, I said, you need to let me out of here right now.
Good.
And I needed, because the phone didn't work, right?
Yeah, right.
And the guy wouldn't let me use the phone. I said, you're letting me use, I was in a business suit. I had changed. I put full makeup on. I was in that zone. And I just said, I need to use the phone. So I called Teresa, who worked for me. It'd be funny if she was listening right now. But anyway, I called her, and I said, so I just want you to know I'm okay. I caught a late flight. I'm not going to make it to the first meeting, but I should be at the whatever hotel we were staying at by whatever. And so I hung up the phone, and the guy behind the counter says, what's your problem, man? We just wanted to get a few extra bucks. I'm like, okay, you could have started with that. And you don't
right.
Single women up at a thing, So anyway, don't ever do that. I never ever traveled in business travel anyway in clothes like that again. But it scared me. So long story. Sorry.
No, you're good, Patty. I can totally see you getting into kick-ass gangster mode with the business suit, and you're going like, okay, this is going to end right now. Give me the damn phone. You know what I mean? I can totally see you doing that. And okay, Patty, well, here's the thing. Do you have any more merch you want to show off, or should we start the songs? You're kind of in charge here.
Mikey sold it all off. So I think I've shown most
Shout out Mikey.
Yeah. He's in the other room listening.
Mikey, what's up, Mikey? How we doing, brother? Yeah.
Hey, I feel like you should honor Patty with a little business time. Stand by.
Okay.
Here, we'll take you to.
All right, and Patty, you have some supers. People
lining up. The PMP Army is lining up for you, Patty. So yeah, hold on. Let's get the Mikey hit. Look at this guy. Where is he? Yeah, Mikey. All right. Hey, man. Hey, Mikey rule, dude. Don't sleep on Mikey. I'm a Mikey head. I really am, Tony. Mikey head. Yeah.
Oh, no question, man. No
I
question.
remember when I saw Cheap Trick a few months ago, and Patty and Mikey were at the gig. At one point, the band was playing. Like Cheap Trick was in the middle of their set, and I looked over. I just saw Mikey like walking through the crowd. Mikey's always on the move. You know what I mean? Mikey doesn't stay stationary. He's always wandering around. Anyway, Mikey, have a great weekend, brother. Good to see you, man.
That's so good. I want to say real quick, Patty,
supers,
Corinne Sartorio. Corinne is a super, and she says, the Queen.
Yeah.
We love you.
I love you too, Corinne.
Yeah, that's so nice of you, Corinne.
Thank you, Corinne. Have a nice weekend.
Of course, Lady Catalina, Noemi Catalina is another super, and she says the broads of PMP love our queen.
Hey, she is the queen. You know, the truth of the matter is, I was calling Patty queen of the scene years ago. Like in the KMBR days, I'd be like, "Oh, there's the queen of the scene is Patty from Napa," because Patty from Napa she's been one of our biggest supporters for many, many years, and it's been great getting to know Patty closer. She now kind of functions. Honestly, you guys, I don't know how many of you know this. Patty's almost like a business advisor to us now because we need that. We need that kind of guidance. So, Patty, thanks for helping us out as much as you do. And this is your day. And thank you, Noemi, by the way. She is the queen. I know.
Noemi is great. She's so beautiful.
We have
we have great broads. I mean, the broads rule.
We do. And don't, the door is always open, like for new broads to kind of, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we can have new broads come in and join the pack. If you're out there and you enjoy the show, you're more than welcome to join the Broads of PMP community. You're always welcome. Tony,
I also got to say too, the self-proclaimed Broads of PMP.
That's right. It wasn't our handle. They came up with that themselves. They prefer to be known as a broad. Here's another super, by the way, for Patty. Get Dommy up there. Tony.
Let's go. Dom Peralta is a super. Dommy checking in. He says, Miss PMP. Thank you for joining us today. And hi to Mikey, paparazzi. nice.
Okay, Tony, let's do this, dude. Let's because I got a bunch of stuff I got to go over too. So let's do the listeners first.
Yes.
Let's get their songs, and then we can get into you, me, and then we'll let Patty wrap it up today.
Yes, absolutely. So this is from pollyspod@gmail.com. The people who emailed in, thank you for emailing those in. It starts off with the great Scarlet Fire, also known as Bonnie. Scarlet Fire says bad medicine, which we've riffed on multiple times on the show, Paulie. Your love is like bad medicine.
And bad medicine is what I need, Tony. You know it.
Oh, shake it up.
Hell yeah. This is Patty's day. I'm not riffing on Jovi today. We're going to celebrate the guy.
You should riff on him. It's okay.
We're going to celebrate Sayreville, New Jersey. We're going to do it all. We're going to do it. I'm going to give you my entire Bon Jovi life story because I do have a few nuggets in there to share with Patty. But Tony, sorry, go ahead, brother.
There ain't no doctor that can cure my disease. That's all.
Right.
Bad medicine. Right. Noemi is on this list. Noemi just was a super, and she's also kind enough to email in. She says, Blaze of Glory.
Good one.
Blaze of Glory. Noemi. So there you go.
That's a good track. Yeah.
Jessica, a.k.a. Beat L.A., checks in, and she says Blaze of Glory as well. She says Blaze of Glory because Young Guns is what she said.
Absolutely. Shout out Emilio Estevez. Let's go.
That's right, Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
Greg Trela checking in. He's always checks in for the musical assignment, and he says Wanted, Dead or Alive. And he says for the title song of the Deadliest Catch TV show, which I did not know.
Nice.
So, Wanted, Dead or Alive from Greg Trela. What's up, Greg? Now, Rags checking in.
What's he got? I don't even know. What is he doing? What?
I mean, it's just perfect. It's perfect.
Go.
Lay Your Hands on Me.
Not a bad track. Not a bad track.
But you got to get out here, Rags, for us to be able to do that.
Yes.
Lay your hands on me. A good track, Rags. I'll salute that one. Sure.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Corinne emailed in and she says In and Out of Love.
Yeah.
In and Out of Love.
Yeah.
That's a great call, actually. I didn't see that coming. Ray Goodman, Noemi's better half, says Dead or Alive. Wanted, Dead or Alive.
Sure.
There you go.
Sure.
Dom Peralta, great selection here. He says Runaway, especially for its use on Stranger Things season 2. Great call, Dom.
Okay.
So Runaway, she's a little runaway. And then Juliana checks in, and I believe this is Patty's sister. So thank you, Juliana. And she says Shot Through the Heart, but You give love a bad name. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sambora with the voice box. Doing that whole riff with the voice tube and all that. Yeah.
Is that the song they start out with just like a cappella, right? And then they shot through the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it like a Huey Lewis acapella, but you know.
Right. Yeah. So that wraps up from the polyspot@gmail.com. And I know people are probably chiming in on the chat. People are saying Runaway, solid tune. There's all Wanted, Dead or Alive.
Well, so far we got a two-way tie from the audience. The most votes have come in for Blaze of Glory and for Wanted, Dead or Alive. So, Patty, for the listener contribution to the playlist, which I will make right after the show, you guys, PMP 26 is what it's called on Spotify. It's a public playlist. So just type it up and you can enjoy it. I was listening to it actually last night when I was driving home. I had the PMP playlist on for a few minutes. So, Patty, which of these two songs would you like us to add? Blaze of Glory or Wanted, Dead or Alive?
I think Blaze of Glory, because he won a Golden Globe for that.
Nice.
He was also nominated for an Academy Award for it. So,
are you serious? Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, that's right on. Well, here's what I'm going to do, Tony. I'm going to go first. You go second, and then I want Patty to wrap things up, and then we'll get into the weekend. So, Patty, here's my entire Bon Jovi history, step by step. Okay, for starters. His uncle Tony Bon Jovi, it was a very famous producer. He produced a lot of records, so I was familiar with that name because he produced an Aerosmith album called "Rockin' a Hard Place." And I heard John Bon Jovi talk about this years later. He was a kid when that album was being recorded, and his uncle let him hang around in the studio, and he talked about watching Steven Tyler lay his vocals down in the studio and how much like that inspired him. So I was like, wow, that's cool. So that was like my first awareness of the name Bon Jovi. And then the song I'm going to pick, one of the songs I'm going to pick is going to be Runaway. Because the truth is, Patty, I've never told you this before, but the truth is when that song came out, I really liked it. I did. And I'll tell you why, because it was like a combination of like heavy guitars, good singing, but it also had like that keyboard line. So I was like, wow, that's a nice combo. They figured out how to bring keyboards into like hard music, heavy music. So I've always liked Runaway. That's going to be my first track. And then for me personally, these are the times I had encounters with Bon Jovi. First time I saw them open, Tony, for Rat, okay, on the Invasion of Your Privacy tour. And think about that. That's how small they were at that time. They were just coming up. And the gig I saw was in New Jersey at the Meadowlands, and it was cool. Bon Jovi, it was like they were this up-and-coming band. They were a local band. They got a great round of applause at the Meadowlands. Then I was at an Aerosmith gig in 1987, and John Bon Jovi came out on stage and sang Walk This Way with Steven Tyler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I saw that, and then they were like dancing with each other. It was pretty cool. You would have loved that, Patty. And then finally, the most important of them all, my face-to-face encounter with Richie Sambora when I worked. This is the first job in radio I ever had. I was working as a promotions assistant in Boston at this pop station, Kiss 108. Richie Sambora came in one day because he was promoting his first solo record. And I just walked up to him when we were hanging out, dude. He was the coolest guy. And I told him that I was from Jersey, and he was like, oh, dude, let's talk Jersey. So he was a really cool guy. Somewhere, Patty, I do have pictures of me and Richie together. Aww. And he was just the nicest guy. So I can't say anything bad about Richie Sambora. And he's a really good guitar player. I got to give it up. He really is. He's great.
He doesn't get enough love on the guitar.
He doesn't.
For whatever reason, but he's great. He's missed.
He is missed. They got to bring him back, I hope, at some point. So I can endorse Richie, and I will say this. I'm going to go, Tony, I'm going Runaway. And then I believe it was Corinne in Fairfax. I'm going to join up with Corinne and go In and Out of Love as my.
Oh.
In and out of love. In and out of love.
Watch the video. You won't like it after the video.
Oh, I've seen them all. Believe me, multiple times. Tony, that's my Bon Jovi contribution. You're up, my brother.
Okay, great job, Paulie and Patty. Thank you for sponsoring this segment, and
thank you, Patty.
Thank you for all you do.
Today. Patty's looking awesome today too. By the way, give it up for Patty.
Thank you. And by the way, hold on, stand by.
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
There we go. Escobar Cheeks the Third is checking in as a super. says burning for love for when Mikey messes up.
Escobar's like, dude, I'll swoop right in if I have to. Yeah, watch out, Mikey. You better treat Patty well because Escobar's waiting in the wings. Yeah,
oh, it's so good. And then, hey, Corinne, I will get to your super in a couple minutes, and thank you in advance for your super, Corinne. And then Karen Bell is also a super. Thank you, Karen Bell. And she says, late to the Patty party. How about She Don't Know Me?
Okay.
The video on that one too it's pretty 80s. Let's just put it that way.
I was hoping somebody was going to come. Speaking of videos, I was hoping somebody was going to come in today with Living in Sin. Won't somebody tell me just where we fit in? They call it whatever it is. They call it love. We call it living in sin, whatever it is. That was a good video too, Tony. Just throwing that on the pile.
Totally.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for the supers. Love it. And I'm going to do my selections. I'm not going to do Have a Nice Day.
Okay.
Because I feel like we all try to have a nice day every day. So thank you, John Bond, for that. But I do want to jump in on the Wanted. I'm doing two choices. I want to jump in on the Wanted Dead or Alive party because I actually really, really do enjoy that song.
It's a great song. You got to give it up. That's just a great song. Well written, well sung. Yeah.
It's just a well-written song, well-played song, and it's a beautiful tune too. It's just I love that song. So Wanted Dead or Alive, first of all. Second of all, I'm a sucker for a sing-along, okay? And so I don't know what it is about my family, but when we're at weddings, my extended family, when we're at weddings, somebody will always go and suggest Living on a Prayer.
I was waiting for that. I've been waiting for Living on a Prayer all day. It's a first mention. Okay. All right.
And then when it happens, it turns out the entire wedding reception starts singing, oh, we're halfway there.
Right.
Whoa, living on a prayer. And so everybody sings, and it always is a great time. The good vibes are strong with Living on a Prayer. So I'm going Wanted Dead or Alive, and I'm going Living on a Prayer. And those are my two selections. And Patty, before we get to you, I got to just do a hat tip to Dom Peralta, because Dom Peralta, he added some artwork to today's musical assignment for you. So stand by.
Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. And by the way, look at my hair, by the way. Look at my hair, and shout out to Tony Torres in the back, bro. That is, look at
That's Alec Van. He's in the Alec Van Such role. That's
totally. You know what we got to do? We got to get the rest of the PMP squad up there. Like Dom, give me Dom on Sambora. Give me Rags on Such. I want the. We got to fill the rest of the.
Tony's Van Such, and then Tico is to behind your shoulder.
Oh, there he is. My bad, with the blue thing on his arm. Okay, gotcha.
And then David Bryan is the keyboard player.
David Bryan, with a Y, Bryan. David Bryan. I got you.
He's won a Tony Award. I mean, he's
nice.
Yeah.
Paulie, I'm glad that you didn't manscape before this photo.
How could I? I got fur on my chest. I want everybody to behold the luscious fur of a
I believe that has been referred to as a treasure trail.
Dude, oh my God. He does it over there. Smart guy. I got to tell you what. How's this sound? Paulie Bon Jovi. There it is. If you've ever wondered.
It works.
Paulie Bon Jovi at your start.
Paul Bond.
PBJ.
PBJ.
PBJ. And I got the leopard skin bandana going and the furry chest. That's all from Dom Peralta. Thank you, Dom.
Patty, stand by. The inspiration for this band photo was back on was it your birthday or my birthday?
Oh, that's right.
That was yours. That's when I sang Lay It Down for you. Yeah.
That's right. Paulie sang Lay It Down, and then
is that Murph?
Shout out Murph is Robin Crosby, far right. Yeah.
Murph, then Shannon Kaler, then Paulie, then myself, then Uncle Paul Tonelli.
Tonelli too. Do not sleep on Tonell, far left, man. By the way, big contrast between the furry chest of a Paulie Bon Jovi and the clean shaven chest of a Paul Piercy. You know what I mean?
Totally, yes, dude. You got Paul. Here you go. Paul Piercy, totally manscaped. Definitely like using like Nair hair removal.
Totally,
gel,
I'm glistening. I'm all shiny. I'm oiled up. Yeah.
And then you got the
just
the more
nuts.
more natural look.
That is nuts, brother. Oh my God. All right, well, that's great.
Thank you. Sorry, one more time. Aaron Cask is a super. What's up, AC? Aaron Cass says, "You're doing great, Patty. Living on a Prayer is always my go-to karaoke song.
Nice.
I butcher it, but it's butchered with enthusiasm."
It's the way
Nice,
karaoke
man.
is supposed to be.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Patty. Well, the spotlight is on you now, my dear. So finish strong. And again, I'm going to add all of these songs. So far, we have In and Out of Love, Runaway, Blaze of Glory, Wanted Dead or Alive, and Living on a Prayer. They're all going on the playlist along with your songs, Patty. So break it down.
Well, there's 4, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Nice.
The 2 fast ones are I'll Sleep When I'm Dead,
Okay.
which is off the Keep the Faith album.
Nice.
And Have a Nice Day, because what I used to do in my signature line when I was out of office and I was really annoyed at somebody, I would put that in my signature and I'd be, I'm out of the office until whatever, have a nice day. And finally, one person got it. One guy that wasn't on my team, but he goes, "Is that a Bon Jovi reference? And are you mad?" And I didn't answer because I didn't want anybody to know my secret. And then on the romantic side, because there's the soft side, oh God, I forgot one thing I was going to tell you guys, which I'm going to tell you anyway.
Come on.
But the song Always and In These Arms. And then the 2 albums that really are my favorite albums are Keep the Faith and These Days.
Oh.
These Days is a great album. They had kicked Alec out.
Yeah.
So that was after Keep the Faith. But the songs are incredible, and it didn't get a lot of critical acclaim, sadly, but it really has some fantastic tunes on it, and the words, some of the songs are pretty neat. So
nice. Okay, gotcha.
And I just want to try to cover everything. Yeah, covered way too much. So-
Well, that was 95. I was just checking the year on them these days. That was
95. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one's 95? Like which
These
track?
days. These
These
days.
days,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's 95. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember in Keep the Faith, he came back with short hair, right? A lot of them, well, no, none of them did but him. But and then that was followed up by These Days, a couple years later, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Patty, you know what just popped into my head? I can't believe I just remembered this, but I'm glad I did. Did you ever see the movie? I believe this is like in the late 90s. I remember I rented this from like Blockbuster. I was really curious to see this. There was a movie about I'm not kidding, the marijuana growing community called
Homegrown.
Homegrown.
Mhm.
And Billy Bob Thornton is in it, I think. And John Bon Jovi plays like kind of a scary pot grower, dealer kind of guy, right? He's like a kingpin, I think, in that movie.
Yeah.
And I will say this, he does have a vibe in front of the cameras. Like he was pretty good in that film. Tony, you ever seen Homegrown with John?
I have not, but I will.
Cool thing, yeah. I might go watch it again.
I might go watch it again too. I don't think I ever would have remembered that movie if we didn't do this today. And by the way, Patty, you did it great today. You really did. You look very comfortable. Yeah,
I did forget the movies because there was the movie section too, which I forgot about Homegrown. But there's Moonlight and Valentino, Pay It Forward, which now there's somebody in it that you got to kind of go eat. Yeah. But Moonlight and Valentino, he does great in Pay It Forward, and then U571, which there was talk about him getting nominated. So it's a World War II story. They're on a submarine. So it's pretty good. He dies in the movie. So if you haven't seen it, sorry, I just ruined it for you. But I kind of lost it.
Well, all right. I think we're gonna wrap.
Gotta let me go. You've been on too long. It's time.
No, Patty, we love
Patty,
you.
rock it. Are you kidding me? Paulie,
We do.
again, every single musical assignment sponsor has crushed it.
Absolutely.
And by the way, Patty, this was your idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Sponsoring
the musical assignment. Yeah. But
Yes.
this challenge was from Polly. That's why we did it. So
I was like, you know what? Somebody ought to shut my big mouth once and for all on Bon Jovi. Like I was chastising myself. And then I just thought, you know what? Patty should come on here and force me to pick Bon Jovi songs. And here we are. And guess what? It didn't hurt a bit. I actually enjoyed it enjoyed it a great deal. Patty, we love you so much.
Hold on, Paulie. Sorry, I apologize. We have one more super. Super.
Yeah, it's all good.
Look at the supers coming for Patty.
Aw.
Steve Groschel checking in. He says, Patty, I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. Okay, there you go. When you
breathe, I want to be the air for you.
Yeah, when you
Aw, and
breathe,
then-
I want you to be air.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Hey, I'm going to add all of these tracks to PMP 26. You guys look that up anytime you want. It's always sitting there. And by the way, later on this year, you know, it's going to be trippy. We'll be like doing a show in, you know, August or something. I'll be adding tracks to the PMP playlist, and there's going to be like a chunk of Jovi just sitting there on that playlist. Like, because at the end of the year, there's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bon Jovi songs in a row. But that's what you get. And we invite more of the audience to join us. It's a great chance for us to interact. We can't do calls like we used to on the radio, but we can do this. And this is probably even more fun because we get to see each other.
Yes.
So anybody else who would like to participate, just shoot us an email, paulyspod@gmail.com. If you can make a contribution to the show, we appreciate that. All the support helps us. But Patty, you did a great job. I'm not the least bit surprised. No. And you look fantastic. Have a wonderful week. By the way, who's going to win the Super Bowl, Patty?
I was just going to ask you, Patty. Yeah, what's happening?
I'm not watching it, first off, except for halftime. I've saved the 49ers series up. I'm going to watch that. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to watch that on Sunday, and then I'll watch the halftime show. But I went to Seattle, and two reasons. One, I love Seattle. Yeah. I'm not a Kraft fan. I really don't need to see the Patriots win the 7th, you know, kind of thing. I moved over to Tony's side. Plus, a really dear friend of mine, she'll care if I call her out.
Patty, welcome though. Welcome to the bandwagon. There's plenty of room. Welcome.
So, I mean, I really don't give a crap personally. Yeah. I mean, you know, but if you were to, like, you know, say, here, do a shot of Jaeger and pick a team, I'd pick Seattle.
Jaeger, by the way, just a Jaeger reference going out the door. I love it, Patty. Well, what about Mikey? Is he in the same boat? Doesn't care, or does he have
Yeah, he still thinks the Packers are in it, so, you know.
Mikey. All right. Mikey, I can't wait to see you down the road, brother, and I know I'll see you soon. We'll have a beer next time we hang out. Patty, much love to you, dear, and thank you for doing this with us today. Have a great weekend, and we'll be in touch. We'll see you next week. Thanks again, Patty.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Patty.
By the way, Anthony Merkovich, who's one of our favorite dudes out there, and he's just saying what I think most people are thinking right now. On top of everything else, Patty is very pretty. Is what Merkovich is probably. Let's just say what needs to be said. You know what I mean? We're all thinking it. We're all and thank you, Merkovich, for dropping it on behalf of all of us. We got Mikey feedback now. We got the Mikey community coming in. Here's the Nutter. Mikey rules. I kind of agree. The more Mikey I get, the more fascinated I am with the whole. There's a lot of mystique around Mikey. You know what I mean? Like you walk into the room with a camera, he throws a pillow over his face. That's the kind of mystique I'm looking for. Oh, Jesus. Before I was about to wrap the show, but I can't do that yet. Tony, stand by, because I want to give extra special love and appreciation to Stellar Design today as we wrap the show. Listen, Dom, again, brother, I don't even know if I can thank you enough. I'll keep saying it. I hope it registers, because, again, dude, yesterday simply would not have happened if Dom wasn't with us. It wouldn't have happened. Period. I don't know how to set any gear up. I don't have a hand truck. You know what I mean? Dom does. And Dom did it all. And he got us up and broadcasting. He filmed it. He set his cameras up. Dom, thank you so much, man. And by the way, Tony, you know what? We had all these kind of issues before we went live yesterday. The microphones were falling over. I kind of enjoyed sharing the mic. I thought that worked pretty good.
Just pretty funny. I was thinking about that today. I was like, I wonder what Greg Cosell was sitting there as we're sitting there, like, passing the mic back and forth. Greg couldn't have been cooler. He couldn't have been cooler about the whole scene.
I don't think he cared at all. But again, that was all made possible thanks to Dom Peralta. And he's saying it right now. Teamwork. He says that all the time. It's teamwork, you guys, and it is. Hey, Juliana, thanks for stopping by today. You go do your thing. 10 p.m. in Portugal. Dude, we got to hook up Juliana Julibug with Rita Oak.
It's Rita Oak. And by the way, Juliana teased on the chat. She says, I look forward to telling all of you the story about me kissing Jim Morrison.
Whoa. You're bringing the Lizard King into this now? We're going to have to pick up. We're going to have to revisit that. I would have kissed Jim Morrison, to be totally honest with you. All right. Tony, Stellar Design, the San Francisco Bay Area based industrial design design studio, shaping the future of product innovation. Shaping the future of product innovation. I like that. We have an announcement from the Stellar Design community, and this is a message from Alex Morgan, world champion, parent, Baller Cam Global Ambassador. Quote, it feels like magic. One tap and you've got the live stream. You get the replays. You get the highlights. You can go visit ballercam.com. Ballercam.com. It's a really great product that can link in families that are, spread all over the country or all over the world, like in Patty's case with her sister. It just allows you to watch your kids play, your grandkids play, nieces, nephews, what have you. It's a really great thing. I'll tell you the truth, Tony. I wish this existed when my kids were playing Little League. I really do. Because I could have sent it to my mom. I could have sent it to my sister in Virginia and be like, hey, here's Tommy and James on a Little League field. Or high school. Like, here's James playing ball at De La Salle, man. Let's, roll out some basketball stuff. So it's a great product. And again, what I think is cool about this is it can connect people that are spread far apart. And while you're watching that, I'm going to carry on here. They create award-winning designs at Stellar Design with meaningful connections between people. And boy, have we made a meaningful connection with the Stellar Design folk. You got products, you got brands. So whether you are an individual with a startup, whether you're an individual with an idea, maybe you're a startup company, maybe you're a Fortune 500 company, Stellar Design offers partnership to achieve out-of-this-world design. Visit stellar.design and make design impact. Email Dommy anytime, Dominic@stellar.design, Dominic@stellar.design. And I got to tell you, Dommy set up this huge kind of laminated, well, it was like in a plastic case, and he set up the logo of the show. I got to tell you how many people stopped and just stared at that thing. So
they were trying to figure it out. Like, wait, there's a Grateful Dead show in on Radio Row.
I felt like Spicoli right here, dude. You know what I mean? They looked up right here. So we're repping the Grateful Dead in San Francisco, and that Dom is the guy who did that wasn't my idea. Dom had that idea. He did the all the design for the show. Everything you see. In fact, he can't be stopped. He's an artistic machine. Dom, thank you again so much. And please do support Stellar Design. If you need some artwork, again, maybe it's just like a family reunion. You're having like a 40th anniversary party or something like that. Let Dom go to work. Let him like immortalize the event with like a Fillmore style concert poster for like your family or your office party. Get creative out there. You give Dom the idea and let him bring it to life. And I guarantee you'll be thrilled with the results. Tom, thank you so much, brother. Have a great weekend. And Tony, I think that's all she freaking wrote today. We went way longer than we were supposed to. Again, sorry, Chris at Cron, we're doing our best, but we're not going to rush Patty off. I'll tell you that much. Patty runs us around here, so we kind of bow to the queen. Thank you, all the good people watching on Instagram. Thank you, all the good people watching on YouTube, Cron 4 apps, Cron 4 Plus app streaming, wherever you're picking up the show. We do thank you, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. I like the Pats and the points. Tony likes the Seahawks. We'll see where it all lands. We'll review all of it on Monday at high noon. Tony, it is time for you to take us home, kid.
I will take us home, Paulie, but I wanted to do Corinne Sartoria's last super of the day. She did this a while back, but thank you, Corinne, for doing this. She says, Super Bowl square is still available for Tony's son, Dominic. As we're going to Cooperstown in July. Fill them up, PMP Army, is what Corinne said. And on that note, Corinne, I wanted to thank everybody that just has bought squares so far. Corinne, of course, Aaron Kask, Bonnie Scarlet Fire, Patty from Napa, Greg, aka Stinking Badges, Eric Davis, also known as The Nutter, Neil Eberling, Dom Peralta, Aaron DeRue, Mike Glover, Buckethead Mark. Those are some of the names that have bought squares. If you are interested, we still have about 30 squares left. If you are interested, for Super Bowl squares, it's a fundraiser for my son Dom.
Right.
pollyspod@gmail.com. Just drop a line to pollyspod@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link. And it's a really quick, you just process, you click whatever squares you want, and then you do a Venmo payment, whatever. But thank you to all those who have done that. We can't thank you enough. My son Dom was very excited when he saw the squares filling up. So thank you so much, you guys. On that note, Paulie.
Yes, sir.
Fly Seahawks, fly.
Why the hell not, dude? Flap your wings, baby. Fly, Seahawks, fly, if that's what you need. I got the Pats over here with Vrabel, and there's Bobby Kraft getting a rub down. God only knows where it's all going to go, but I'll be watching. I know we'll all be watching. Y'all have a great weekend. Rag, Stevie B, Badges, great to see you. Noemi, Ray Goodman, Patty, of course. We got Will Sparks in the house. On and on it goes. You know how we love you guys, man. Lily Merchant, thank all of you. And we'll see you high noon on Monday. Tony, do your thing, kid.
Yeah, and if you missed our show yesterday from Radio Row, go back to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles and check out yesterday's show, episode 257. This is episode 258. We'll see you back on Monday for episode 259. And hey, let's also look forward to Green Day before the game, Bad Bunny at halftime. I'm looking forward to both performances. Paulie, I know you are too. So here we go. Oh, of course. Here we go. Oh, of course.
Oh, damn it.
Of course.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
Oh, this is
Creative Tony, thank you too for all you do, man. Tony busts his ass every day to get this show up and humming. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, PMP community. Thank you, PMP familia, the broads of PMP, on and on it goes. We love you guys. Plain and simple. I brag about you guys. The best audience in the Bay, hands down. People only should be so lucky to have the audience that we have. And by the way, we are working on our first get-together of the year. We're discussing it now. We hope to have an announcement soon when we can all get together, get in the same room, and have a good time together. So we'll have an announcement soon. We're trying to get the logistics down now. And I don't want to say anything before it's finalized. So everybody have a great weekend. Tony, you be cool. I'm going to add the songs to the playlist, and we reconvene on Monday at high noon. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all, and go Pearl Jam Seahawks. There we go. Peace.